Welcome back to Business Studies session. Dear students, let us be very thankful to God that He has added one more day in our life. It's not because you need it, but because your loved one needs you. So who are your loved ones? Definitely it's your family, dear students. So being a daughter at home, you have too many responsibility to be fulfilled. First thing, being a very good daughter to your parents, being a very good sister for your brother or sister at home, and being a student at college, you have lot of responsibility and to be more successful in life. So, by thanking God this day, let us start our business studies session, dear students. Wishing you all a very pleasant day. Let us start our interactive classes. Hope you all are happy with business studies interactive classes, and I'm sure you all are enjoying and learning new concepts in every session. So, what did we learn in our previous session, dear girls? Hope you all remember what we had learned. So, let us take a quick recap of previous session. So, previous class we had learned about classification of activity. We all have learned there are two different types of activity, that is economic activity and a non-economic activity. We had learned the meaning of business. We have understood two further classification of business and some of the characteristics of business. So we had learned around six different characteristics of business. It may be a characteristic and it is also called as features. Characteristics and features means the same. So we had learned six different characteristics of business. So it's a new day where God has gifted us. So hope you all are ready to learn the next concept. So let us see what is the next concept we have and what we will be learning today. So today, dear students, you all will be learning different types of economic activities. That is, we have three different further economic activities. So dear students, you all know that economic activity is an activity which is being done in order to earn money, right? So you all know business is one such economic activity which is being carried on in order to earn money, isn't it? Yes. So we have further categories of economic activity. Point number one is business, point number two is profession, and point number three is employment. So these are the three different types of economic activity which is happening in the society. You all have commonly seen in a economy, in a society common, there are many of the business, many of the example for the business which are been happening in and around us. And talking about profession, you all have heard the word profession, I'm sure. You all have already heard the word employment. Today you will be learning the meaning of profession and also employment, right? So as mentioned earlier, dear students, economic activities are being broadly classified into three categories. The first one is business. So in the initial class of business studies, we have already learned the meaning of business, and today we already know the meaning of business. So let me repeat it again for you all. So business refers to an economic activity which is concerned with the production and distribution of goods and services, and you all have already know business is being carried on a regular basis. So business has to happen every day. So it is one of the characteristic feature which we have already understood, and the main intention of business is to earn profit. So the last day I have already told you all. So business is already engaged and the return or the reward for the business is profit, right? Talking about profession, the second economic activity is profession. So here profession includes those activity. Profession is also an occupation. Here, profession includes those activity, you know that, which require a special knowledge and skill to be applied by individuals in their occupation. So such activities are being, generally subject to guidelines, or they have to follow the code of conduct or a set of rules and regulations which are being given by the professional bodies. So here, as I told you all, it is an economic activity, talking about again the activity which is being carried on in order to earn money, right? So when I'm talking about the profession, profession is a personal services which is being provided by a, you know provided by the person, and he will be, you know passing on the information here with this, expert knowledge, and he will have a special knowledge and as well as skill. And whenever in order to become a profession, they should have a prescribed, education. In order to become a doctor, examples of profession are doctor, lawyer, maybe a chartered accountant. You all know it is not that easy to become a doctor, lawyer, maybe a engineer or a chartered accountant, because they should have a specified, education, and they have to follow the code of conduct which is being given according to the Medical Council of India. And here lawyer, he has to follow the Bar Council of India. And in order to become a chartered accountant, it is not a easy task at all, dear students. He has to have an formal education from Institute of, Chartered Accounts of India. So these are the, set of meaning of profession and example. And you may ask me, ma'am, what is a written for profession? If you ask me what is a written for profession, professional, whenever you all are going for doctor, you all know that the doctor will charge you all consultation fees, right? Consultation fees. And here profession, the written for a professional is consultation fees. So the written what the profession is getting is a fees, right? So the next economic activity we have here is employment. So here let us try to understand the meaning of employment. Employment is a kind of human occupation where a person performs the work assigned to him by his employer nothing but a manager here, under an agreement or rules of service in return for the remuneration called as salary or wages. What are the example for employment? A person working in a factory, or maybe working in a government department, or he may be a clerk, or he may be a security guard, he may be a peon. So all these are the employees of the different organizations, right? So all these are the examples for employment. So employment is a person, it is an occupation of a particular person who is ready to work for any of the government office, maybe a company. Most of them all are like working for a multinational company today. So a person one who is working for Infosys, Wipro today, even they are being called as a employees. They are under the employment. So whenever they are working for a MNC, say for example the person is working for Wipro, so he has to work under a agreement or rules and regulations given according to Wipro company. Clear to you? So what is the written for this person? He will be getting a salary or the wages. So usually a person working for a multinational company, factory, government department, so they'll be getting a written based on monthly performance, that is the work taken for one particular month, and the written will be salary. Clear to you all? Yes. Now it's time to understand some of the differences between, comparison, nothing but differences between business, profession and employment. Yeah. Let us try to look into it. So here the first comparison between business, profession, and employment are mode of establishment. So, mode of establishment is nothing but how to start up a business, profession, or employment. Dear students, please understand, in order to start up a business, there is no much legal formalities. So, in order to start up a business, there is no much legal formalities. But nowadays, you all know that in order to start up a business, according to the government rules and regulations, every business should have a GST number, and they should be provided with CCTV coverage. So all these are a minimum rules which are being given by the government where the business has to follow. In order to start up a profession, the person has to have a certificate of practice for the establishment. And talking about the employment, the person should have a appointment letter, and he should give a service agreement between the manager and the employees. Clear to you all? So these are the basic difference between business, profession, and the employment. Looking at point number 2, nature of work. How will be the work in the business? So in the business, the work will be concerned with whether the business person will produce or the purchase from the wholesaler and try to sell it to the public, right? This is the nature of the work. Nature of the work nothing but how the business will work. Now talking about how the profession will work, professional will try to render a personal service of a special and expert nature. They try to give their special knowledge whichever they have learnt in the course, right? Talking about doctor, whenever a doctor is doing any of the surgery, you all know that he will try to give his best services, and he will try to operate, and he try to give the best medicine to a patient. Talking about employment, right? Whenever I'm talking about the employment here, the person has to sign a agreement with the company, with his manager, and he should try to understand what is the work which he is supposed to do, and he should make sure he is giving his best performance. Let us try to look into point number 3. In order to start up a business, what should be the qualification? In order to start up a business, the businessman should have a minimum education where he can do certain calculations in order to bill, right? So when I'm talking about a profession, the profession should have a required specified education. Talking about doctor, the doctor should have a MBBS degree along with some of the specialization. In order to become an engineer, he has to do his BE and also further requirement of education. Talking about lawyer, the lawyer has to definitely do a LLB course in order to become a lawyer, right? And in order to become a employee here, under the case of employment, he should have a training which is been required by the particular company or the office. Now talking about the written for the business. So whenever you all know that the business is being carried on, the written for the business is profit. And talking about the profession, you all know that it is a professional fees. Talking about employment, salary or the wages is a written. Yeah. Now moving on to point number 5. What about capital investment in the business? So whenever I'm talking about the capital investment in the business has to invest, money into the business based on the size of a business. If the business is large business, he has to invest more money, right? Whenever say for example of supermarkets, and compare supermarket with a provision store which is like very nearby to your house. Talking about supermarket, it is large scale. So in that case, the businessman has to invest more money. And talking about a small provision store, and the person has to invest relatively less money. So this depends upon the size and nature of the business. Talking about professional, here professional need not invest more money. And talking about employment, whenever you're going to a government office working and come back, do you think you have to invest any money? So employee need not invest any type of a capital. So looking forward, you all know that risk is a part and parcel of every business. So whenever you start up any kind of business, there is a risk present. You all know the present situation, there is a COVID situation. So because of this situation, you all know that there is a huge loss in the economy. You can see most of the hotels are being closed and people are scared, which where they are concerned with their health and they are not ready to go out for the food, or they are not ready to go out for as a common life. You all know that the present common life is not been happening with, right? So this is a one of the example where there is a risk present with business. Talking about profession, so anytime you go to a doctor, you know that doctor will be regularly paid. So there is some risk present in the case of profession, but not too much. Talking about employment, so in the case of employment, there is a regular salary given to the employees. Any person who is working for a bank, government office, person working for a factory, so these are the example for employment. So in this situation, you all know that there is, no much disturbance with their salary. They'll be getting salary and there is very less risk when it is compared to business and profession. Employment have a very less, that risk present. So very little risk. So it depends upon the, the company how they are been working with. So these are the major difference between, business, profession and employment. So look at the image here on the slide. So the example for business, profession, employment are of the best examples are under business is fishing, manufacturing goods, mining, etc. All these are the example. I told you all Big Bazaar, D-Mart, all these are the example for business. Talking about profession, so I told you all doctor, lawyer, engineer, chartered accountant, all this comes under the example of profession. Talking about employment, dear students, any person working for a factory, bank, government companies, government departments, all these are the examples for employment. Clear to you all? So these are all the examples for business, profession and employment. Hope today's session was helpful for you all. Today, what did we learn? So hope you have enjoyed today's class and you have learned something in today's session. So today basically we have learned the types of economic activity, that is business, profession and employment. We have basically learned the meaning. We know the example of business, economic, business, profession and employment today. And you also know what is a written for business, profession and employment. With the help of comparison, it helped us to learn little more about economic activity, that is business, profession and employment. Right students? Hope you all are happy with today's session, and it's time to tell you all thank you. And before I could tell you all thank you, I want you all to give your attendance on the comment and complete your notes, whatever I am giving it to you on the group. Okay? So thank you dear students. God bless you all. Make sure you are giving your attendance on the comment without fail. Thank you.